Good evening. I'm Mark Runke, and this is Singing for the Love of It. Today is Easter Monday here in Canada, and I thought tonight I might engage you in a bit of a chat. So I have my coffee here, and I hope you have something that you can also enjoy. Well, I sort of fill you in on an update on the channel, where I see it going. I began this channel, Singing for the Love of It, during COVID-19. I was looking for a creative outlet. I was used to meeting with congregational members and musicians every Sunday, and so I was looking for a creative outlet, something to lift my spirits a bit, and a YouTube channel is what resulted. It does begin with my mom and my interaction with her towards the end of her life. In the last months of her life, it was regular for me to drop in and see her at night, to tuck her in, and to often engage in a little bit of duetting or singing. And even up to her very last day, she and I sang together. And it's a lovely memory. I was introduced to a couple, some people that I know, and she had been declared with Alzheimer's, and I suggested that maybe I could do a 1-hour sing-along with her week to week. The distance was great. I was here in Ontario and she was in Texas. And so we began an experiment. I Zoom sang with her the old hymns for an hour once a week, usually on a Wednesday. And it was there that I started to see that there was an opportunity to make a difference in people's lives. Not just the person that was struggling with the disease, but also the caregiver. I could see fatigue in the eyes of the caregiver. I could hear fatigue as he expressed what his week was like. And so I thought, if I could program an hour a week for him, where he didn't have to organize and plan, and he could have a bit of a break, I realized that there was a need for caregivers too. For 10 weeks, 12 weeks, weekly, we sang. And it unfortunately came to a close, but understandably, as she moved into a senior's residence. But I look back on that time as being deeply meaningful and part of the foundation of what this channel is trying to do. Then a third thing occurred. As I had uploaded about 20 or so hymns, I began to have requests from clergy and congregations where they were online, but they needed music resources. And I was being asked whether they could use my uploads in their weekly worship. And so a third piece to this dynamic took place. It became a worship resource. To date, I have uploaded 82 hymns in the last 4 or 5 months. Sometimes it's been part of a series where I have, over a 30-day period, uploaded every night, and then others have been just a bit of a scattering. I've continued to receive personal notes that these hymns make a difference in people's lives. And it gives me great courage to continue. Some of you may wonder, and will definitely have noticed, that I use a formula in my uploading, and this has developed over time. But I have found that with people who struggle with dementia and Alzheimer's, that regularity is important in what you present to them. So the formula is pretty typical. I talk a little bit at the beginning. I tell people who I am and what the channel is, and then we move into the singing together. I continue to focus on hymns that are well known, and yes, they do go way back. Primarily, that is to acknowledge that most people who struggle with memory, deep-seated in their memory, are the old hymns and the old texts. In most cases, I've used the old texts rather than altered ones. For those of us in the United Church of Canada, Voices United altered a number of the hymn texts to be more inclusive, and that's all great, and I'm fine with that. But for those with old memories, that doesn't necessarily meet their needs. So I focused on the old hymns. The other reason for focusing on the old hymns is I'm looking for hymns that are in the public domain. Out of the 82 that I've uploaded, I had 17 copyright claims presented to me out of the 82. So even when hymns were written long, long ago, sometimes there's still copyright issues. It doesn't affect my channel. It isn't a breach. It's just there has been a claim. Often not in Canada. It's often a claim somewhere else in the world. So going forward, for the rest of April, I plan to upload once or twice a week. I'm not going to be quite as regular as every day. And this will allow me to fill out some of the other playlists that are a little shy of numbers. In May, though, I plan to upload every day a new hymn video with the focus on hymns that celebrate creation and nature. There's such a wealth of hymnody focused on in those two areas. So I think we will focus on that. I also hope to introduce some new playlists. One focused on standards, secular music, expand the focus of the channel a bit. My mom loved the old hymns, but she also loved a number of standards. And it was quite common that when I arrived, I would turn on one of the old standards with Frank Sinatra singing, for instance, or Perry Como, and she and I would sing along. It's amazing what technology offers us today. I just turned it on my phone, sitting at her bedside, and we would sing together. So, standards. You'll start to see a playlist of standards. I've also heard a number of you express some frustration with technology. And that is nothing new. A lot of us have joked about having to call our grandchildren to find out how to do something, such as turn on the computer. Hopefully you can do that now. And however, signing up for YouTube, becoming a subscriber, enhancing your overall experience on YouTube, there's a number of little things you can do, but you may not be aware of them. And so I'll be uploading soon a video about enhancing your YouTube experience. And it'll also unfold how you support the channel and how the channel supports you. And we build the channel and we increase its success by doing a number of things, such as subscribing, liking, clicking on the bell, leaving comments, that sort of thing. So I plan to create a playlist of videos that may help you with some of your difficulties. Now, this is where you can play a role. Have you always had this thought, I only wish I could do this, or how do I do that on the computer? I would like you to send me, to my email, a suggestion of something you would like to conquer. My email is unsungbeliever@gmail.com. UNSUNGBELIEVER@gmail.com. Send it to me. I'll take a look at it. I'll study the issue, and I'll do my best to upload. If it's something you'd rather not, or you think is obscure and doesn't require being uploaded, you might be surprised how many others have had the same question. So I'm going to continue to serve people who are adult, who are older, and I think there's a service there and another way in which I can contribute. So please get back to me if you have some ideas. All in all, I'm pretty happy with this channel. In the 5 months that it's been in existence, I have acquired 272 subscribers and over 11,000 viewing minutes and over 400 hours of viewing time. That thrills me. And I've exceeded my expectations in the first 5 months. I had planned to upload one video a week, but once I got going, here I am at 82, and I suspect that by the end of May I'll be well up over 100. If you are part of a worship community and have some upcoming hymns that you would like me to offer some leadership, I can do those as well. If I have lots of time, I can create one for the YouTube channel, as well as another one without all of the talking at the beginning. And so please feel free to contact me. It was a good Lenten run. It's been a learning experience all the way along the way. I have watched and learned. They're not perfect. It's a bit of a mom and pop shop here. I've got my keyboard, my little Yeti mic, my GarageBand on my laptop, iMovie. I'm using a Canon G7X for the video, and I've got a ring light. Pretty small, but it's amazing what we can still put out. The other thing I learned from YouTube is that if you aim for perfection every day, you won't get anything up, because you just keep restarting. So they said that your goal should be to upload. There were a few that I reflected on where the voice sounded tired, or there was an audio mistake here and there. But all in all, tried a few things. Just my voice singing all 4 parts of a hymn. I tried putting videos behind. All in all, I hope this creative outlet for me has been beneficial to you. Feel free to share the channel with any of your friends who you think would enjoy it. If they subscribe, that's even better. But if not, we're out to expand this channel as best we can, and that's where you can help me. So, that's it for tonight. I hope that the rest of April, May, you stay safe and you be well, and that you get vaccinated. We'll continue to move forward. We'll see you the next time.